Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his Friday guest and friend, Stephen Dow. How you doing, sir?
Fantastic. And yourself, brother?
I'm doing great, man. So real quick, let's get that marketing thing out of the way, even though this is going to be more of a business discussion, but let's get that out of the way just in case so we're not in trouble.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you again. And although I work happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of my own. And let's get it going.
Yeah. So what I want to talk about here is what I have been talking about for a while now, and it's actually happening. At different rates, at different times, and in different cities, the real estate slowdown is happening. So what's happening now is inventory is building. Individuals sellers who had unrealistic expectations are getting slapped down. The whole 20 offers in 20 minutes things is behind us, right? December is not April. And I believe the real estate slowdown will continue. I think rates are going higher, just all of these things. So I have been through cycles like this before. Many of the audience hasn't. You have been through cycles like this before. So what I want to tell people about the cycle of real estate investing in a slowdown is it is going to get fun. What I mean by that is if you do the work and you do focus and daily discipline and you have your buy box is going to start to have more inventory. It is going to start to change more frequently. And please write better offers. In a changing market, it is time to do great deals.
Yes.
So that's the first thing I want to say about. You've been through a couple of cycles. What do you remember about real estate slowdowns?
Well, again, your perspective is correct. If you're noticing the signs as far as the precipice of a slowdown, this is the time to start making those aggressive, because you're going to see panic to some degree with certain sellers. And then that's when the time is right where you can really get some really good, possible deals, because they want to, some people want to time the market, in the case of, I want to sell perfect, never, right? But, if they see the bottom pot dropping out, they're going to start to kind of make some really good deals where just to make it happen, just to be able to quote unquote get ahead of this thing. But I don't
know how to say this without sounding mean. But the best way to make a deal in real estate is to find a motivated seller.
Right.
I call them don't wanters, right? They don't want it. They've had enough.
Right.
Unfortunately, in April of this year, it was impossible to find because you list a property at retail, the junk sells at 20 grand over retail. Right. You have no idea what the seller's motivation is. But as the slowdown continues, as days on market goes from 12 to 24 to 36, as you have price drops, you can send out these little teaser offers and you can find out who's motivated, who's not. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what the percentage will be, but maybe 90% aren't motivated, right? That's good information. You're looking for the 10%. Shoot, maybe 95% aren't motivated. Now you can find 5%. Just this week, or just yesterday, what is today, Friday? I think it was Wednesday evening. I sent out 3 offers fishing for motivated sellers. So number one, I tried to buy a property for 20 or 30K under list. The seller was basically said, I'm not taking anything except list. The problem is they're 20 or 30K over.
Oh, okay.
So what I told them was, okay, great. I will give you your list price, but I want mortgage payments with 0% interest, essentially is what I said. So again, if you want your price, you have to have my terms. So that offer went out. We're hoping to hear back today. Again, I've done deals like this. I have bought property, Stephen, for $20,000 or $30,000 more than they're worth.
Right.
Because I got my terms. Number two, my agent is doing an awesome job in Fresno, and they scour the MLS and they saw a couple of listings that said must close by 12/31.
Right. Yep.
Guess what I did? I'm like, well, cool. Because there's very few people that can write a check or work with a non-QM lender to close. I'm going to write an offer on that. And guess what? Not at list price. And then another one, a property had been flagged by the city. Basically, you have to tear down the garage. Well, that's a headache. Not a lot of people want to deal with permitting and all of those things. So I wrote an offer on that. So again, we'll see where these go. They could go nowhere, but I am fishing for that motivated seller who wants to operate on my time. I don't need to do a deal, but I will do a great deal.
But that's where I think the rich get richer, because they don't have to make moves. They make moves when it's a great or right move. That's when you jump, frog leap to the next level, and that's slowly crawl to the next level, because that's when you make a real moves. Money, it takes money to make money in this sense, but when you don't have to and you're making just the best move possible, why would that be a bad thing? So no, I like, again, you don't have to make it sound mean, but it's just business. It's
Yeah.
just savvy business. And if you're just, you know, and you got to do what's best for you. So
yeah, and I want to tell people the reason that Steven's on my Friday shows for non-QM lenders. Some of you are going to find portfolios that you will not be able to get the deal done via a bank. Too many houses, different locations. You could do portfolio loans. You could do blanket loans. You guys call them lots of different things. Some of you want to do 30-year money on apartments because you are frightened to death like I am where rates will be in 2025. Steven brings that to you. You guys have no idea the power and flexibility you have with at least the option to consider a non-QM lender. So all of that's correct, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, at the very least, have the conversation, show you know what options or plan B you might have, because in some cases, you know, your intentions or your hopes of getting approved with conventional financing sometimes don't always follow through. So by all means, go that route first. Try that. If you get denied somehow, there's other possible alternatives with maybe like bank statement programs, things of that nature, just to be fair as far as the other non-QM lenders. And then if all else fails, after that, I'm typically going to be the next best cost-effective option, just because of what I've been able to build from networking from one rental at a time. As far as, you know, being a highly productive rep as well, I've got a little system that it really just plugs in place with your audience, your, you know, your college subscribers. So I think that's why we're able to really help a lot of people, because I'm showing them not only the path of least resistance, but a lot of times the money savings as well, because of the volume. I'm, you know, willing to take a little bit of it. I don't have to do the spiel on your channel, but everybody knows. They see the value.
Yeah, what I would tell you to do, folks, if you're looking at doing these kind of deals like I am, and you want to have a non-QM lender in as an option, I would definitely reach out to Steven down now, plant the flag, get a little bit of the file or share what you're doing just to make sure it's a yes answer. Don't go look for the deal, then bring it to Steven, have Steven tell you, sorry, we don't do that for some reason. Right? Like construction or owner occ or something that you should have known. Reach out to Steven Dow today if you are being aggressive like me, just to know what the options are. So Steven, how do you want them to do that?
Email, please. Today seems a little bit lighter. I think for whatever reason we're past now the, you know, Thanksgiving, we're heading into it. I think towards the end of the month it's going to be really crazy because we're in a shorter month with Christmas, New Year's, and everything else. But for right now, please reach out to me. I'm working this weekend. I don't have to be moving around. Fly not to, you know, Hawaii for weddings and stuff like that. So I'm finally planned it. But email sdow, DAO at velocitymortgage spelled out.com. Please leave in the subject line the acronym ORAAT, which stands for one rental at a time, so you make it past the firewall. And then please leave the best phone number where I can reach you back at, and maybe just a brief, you know, breakdown of what you're looking for, refi, purchase, you know, what property type, your mid FICO score, your desired terms. And then from there, I can call and you can fill in the blanks. But otherwise, it might make it easier and faster versus you giving me the full backstory up front and then me asking for those specific details anyway. So if I have those details up front, then I'll know where to kind of ask specific questions to speed it up, because 24 hours is just running out on me. I mean, really, if I had 28 hours a day, Mike, billionaire, I swear I would be.
You don't have 28 hours? Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't have 28 hours. So
that's funny.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, folks. So again, one rental at a time, fans. If you're looking to be aggressive like I am, he's a part of I let him know what I'm trying to do all the times. Like, I got you, because I've had the upfront conversation. So Steven, thank you for all you do. We're going to get one of these. So look for some more business.
No, I'm looking forward to it, brother. Thank you, man.
You got it.